Hey, what's up, everybody? Hosh here, and we're gonna do another killer bee removal. We got bees in that water meter box over there, and they lit up and stung somebody today, so we are gonna end them. For those of you who are new to the channel, we are killer bee exterminators. We do not relocate. To relocate a killer bee hive is like relocating an active landmine. It's unethical, it's irresponsible, and we don't do it. We exterminate these things. Killer bees were created in a laboratory in 1957 and crossbred uh, African honeybees with European honeybees to create Africanized honeybees, also known as killer bees. And they kill people. That's why they're called killer bees. They've killed about 1,000 people since they hit the US in the early 90s. By 1998, 100% of the wild honeybee hives in the state of Arizona had become Africanized, aka killer bees. So we don't even ask questions anymore. We just take them out. It's been like that for 25 years here. They kill people, they kill pets, they kill livestock. They're an existential threat to our native pollinators. Oh yeah, yeah, that's Reed. He's been fighting these things for 35 years. And I'm Hosh. This is my second season with Reed. And we've been out in it all day today. We did a big job up in Cochise. Huge hive. We didn't have a signal, so we couldn't live stream. But big old hive at a big farm. Had to rescue all those animals, and it was a big deal. Anyway, bees are real active here, and like I said, they've already stung someone. Thanks for joining us. We are in currently Hereford, right outside of Cerro Vista. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be really careful, everybody, because they attacked. These
Yeah.
guys were weeding out here. Didn't have like equipment or anything.
Right on.
They were just weeding, and got attacked. One guy got stung up. I guess they're okay.
Good.
But
How many times did he get stung?
40 million. I don't. Just a few times, I think. Enough to get his attention, make him run. Landscapers, roofers, painters. Yeah, anybody that works outside around in these neck of the woods, oh hell no, they don't want nothing to do with these
They
little
know
bastards.
all about it.
They don't want nothing to do with them. They're evil.
Everybody who's anybody in Cochise County knows about
That's
these
right.
things.
Anybody who's everybody.
Yes.
That's right.
Everyone who's not
That must mean that we're really somebody because we know more about
on
them than
meth
anybody.
knows about killer bees.
Anybody, somebody, and nobody.
Yeah.
It's like Larry Curly, and Moe. Well, anyway. So we're gonna put a kibosh on these little bastards. Yeah, look at this, guys. Welcome, everyone, Killer Bee Nation. Live again. Here we go. Yeah. Now, also, I want to tell everybody we have a premiere on YouTube coming up in a little bit.
3 o'clock, yeah.
3 o'clock, premiere on YouTube. Of course, we're not going to be available on live chat because, gasp, we're here.
Yeah. And if you're with us, this is the game.
Yeah, this is
what's going on.
This is the real deal here.
Yeah.
Of course, you can watch the premiere after.
Well, some congratulations are in order also for you.
Oh my God, I just found out. Oh,
Yes.
Everybody. Holy shit, this is huge, actually. Have we got some people with us?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say a few times, guys.
About 1,500 people on TikTok.
Awesome. All right, so we not only at our store, we have a website, of course, Killer Bee Guy, but we not only make honeys, of course, but we make honey butters and honey mustards. Now, for the last 20 years, I've been entering our mustards, both whole seed and smooth, in the World Mustard Competition. Yeah, this ain't the county fair. The World Mustard Competition. You can look it up online. It's held out of Middleton, Wisconsin. Of course, all the Germans and Swedes, you know how that is then in Wisconsin. And I was just laughing his ass off over here. So we entered again this year, of course, and we just found out that our horseradish honey mustard took a silver medal in the world. Holy shit! We just found out.
Yeah, it's
I am
awesome.
so excited.
Yeah, it's good stuff too.
Oh my god! All of our mustards.
Yeah.
Okay, we have like
It goes great on a brat.
on a brat. Yeah, by golly, on a brat. That's your little kid. You put the horseradish on him. He'll behave
Yeah, we put
quickly.
it. Yeah,
Put it on the brat.
slather it on.
Slather the brat. So hot dogs are good too. Anyway, we've all of our mustards have taken medals. It's just amazing to me. And so this brings the total now to 2 gold, 2 silver, and 8 bronze
Nice.
in the world. I'm gloating.
What's your secret?
I'm just secret.
What's your secret?
It's a secret for crying out loud. The fuck you think they call it a secret?
It's proprietary.
It's okay. We're goofy. We've already put on like 200 miles today.
Oh,
We had a
man.
huge removal. I got stung right there.
Yeah, we couldn't live stream, but we're turning
No,
it
we
into.
were in the middle of
captured
bumfuck.
the whole thing, and we turned
You're
it
gonna
into
love
shorts.
it. The captures,
The
fucking
goats,
the goats,
so many
the chickens,
fucking
the
goats.
llamas, the fucking
How many
elephants.
goats do you think there were?
Oh,
50?
200 and 50 at least.
At least 50.
100 chickens.
There was an emu, there were
There's an
alpacas,
emu there.
probably a dozen
alpacas,
cattle.
At least a dozen cattle, donkeys, a couple of jackasses.
Sheep. There literally were donkeys there.
Yeah, no, literally.
Yeah.
And we had to move all them out
And
of
of
the
course,
way.
in the smack dab in the middle of it all,
Smack dab in the middle.
big
smack,
hive,
just right smack
big
and dab.
killer
In the
beehive.
big killer beehive in the barn. But guess what? We did it. That's
We done
right.
did it. Not a single animal stung.
No, except me.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore.
You animal.
Anyway, animal. So we're highs, guys. Not only have we been doing bees all day, and you'll see the shorts and whatnot, and they'll be on YouTube. But we have a premiere coming up in just a few minutes on YouTube. I can't even remember which video it is. Can you? Good Lord.
Portal to the Stars.
Portal to the Stars. That's right. It was up in Portal, Arizona. And we kind of nipped that one in the bud. We mitigated the threat on this one. It was awesome vid. We won't be there to join in the live chat because we're here. Boy, talk about getting double teaming, social media here. We're just hitting them all. Hit everybody with it, right?
How's it go?
I don't know. Ow. Anyway, so we love having you guys along. I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. Hosh, say hi, Hosh.
Hey, everybody.
So, we're going to get, I'm going to throw my net on, and then we'll let Hosh throw his net on. We're going to get the equipment over here, and we're going to pry this off, and Satan lives in there.
Yeah.
That's literally who lives there. It's not, he comes in disguise of bees. So, what is this? Wolf in sheep's clothing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, this is Satan in bee clothing.
Yeah. They're nasty.
Yeah.
And if you wanna learn more about them, check out our videos on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
and
check out our
YouTube.
pin vids too.
Check out our pin vids.
Really some good info. Some a couple of handsome sons of bitches farting around there too. I've heard anyway. Is it true?
What's that?
Couple of handsome sons of bitches farting around.
Well, the emphasis on farting.
Farting, emphasis on farting. Jesus crying out loud. I want to show you guys. Look at okay, we can still call them new suits. Although they are definitely not as new as they were a couple of weeks ago. Look at he's got
them right in.
Yeah, he's blending right in.
Yeah.
But so our wonderful friends out in on the north shore of Lake Superior at the Blue Water Cafe in Grand Marais. Hey, Dan and Mel, I hope you guys are watching. This is our first live stream today. We had bees out in the middle of bumfucking, so you know how that is. But anyway, they called me up the other day because they use our honey in their pies, and they just got some beautiful honeycomb that we did, and Dan said that Mel loved it. And so they said, you know what, if we buy you guys a couple of bee suits and had some nice Blue Water Cafe patches made, would you put them on? I was like, oh, fuck yeah, absolutely. So these are them. That's a spiffy. And these are better suits.
Yeah.
I mean, they keep the bees out.
Oh, yeah.
Period. Now, of course,
People are asking why we're not duct taping.
Oh. Because the new suits.
Yeah. The elastics
Gorilla
work really
tape.
well.
We don't need to. There's a Velcro.
All kinds of stuff.
It's awesome.
So far, so good.
It's really awesome. Yeah. Now, I got stung here because there was a bee there, and I went like that.
Yeah, you were flexing on the bee.
I'm going to get on my big blues, though. I don't know if you're how brave or stupid you're going to be.
A little of both. I'm going to put on the big blues. Yeah.
Have we got a pry bar to pull that thing out?
Right in there.
And some spray adhesive? And our marbles. If you find my marbles, if anybody finds my fucking marbles, would you please? Anyway, all right, we're going to get our big blues on, the big blue birthing gloves, because the little bastards can't sting through them. Mine are on the other side. I don't know where you put yours.
I think mine are in here.
Yeah? Fine.
So killer bees, they're an invasive species. Of course, honeybees are too, but that's a whole other thing. But killer bees are invasive species, and so they're a real problem. They're really bad for the environment. Yeah, sure they pollinate, but not as good as our native pollinators do. Man, I got gloves coming out of my gloves here. And so they're just a problem all the way around. They're you know, it's biblical pestilence, killer bees. And we're going to end them, at least in this yard today.
You're going to end them in this yard.
Yeah. The truth is, one thing I promise is you'll never stop seeing us on here because, I mean, unless when we're dead. But
But even then.
but there's no shortage of these damn things.
Oh, no, this is just...
They swarm 30 times a year.
Yeah, each one of these hives puts out 30 new hives a year, which is nature's way of propagating the area with bees. It's just so, it's like sci-fi. Weirdest damn job security you can imagine, unless you die, of course. Which,
Yeah.
after 35 years of doing this, I'm still here. Tough shit. You're stuck with me.
Tough shit.
Tough shit.
But, you know, we're here to mitigate the threat. That's the main thing.
Yeah, we're not here to
These
save the bees or anything stupid like that.
No, or to even end killer bees. We can't.
No, good
It's
Lord.
impossible. In fact, they're gaining critical mass, and they're in all the lower 48 states at this point.
Yeah.
The saturation rate in Arizona
100.
is 100% and has been for 25 years. But in all the lower 48 states, killer bees are making an entrance, and
in Canada.
you're gonna see people stung up. The people in your state are gonna get stung up this year.
Yep.
It's the sad truth.
So what we do with these is pretty straightforward. I've done un sheetload of them. That's the Latin.
Look at that. That's propolis.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, they've been here a while.
They've been here a long time.
So, oh wow, look at that.
Yep.
So you see, it's tree sap actually. It kind of looks like it, and guess what? It is. So now what I'm going to do, so that's another entrance that they have. That's like a back door. Oh, well, gotta get one of these to work. All right, so what I do is I develop this method. Oh, there's another one here. They know we're here.
Oh,
also gonna tell everybody they stung already. Okay, they attacked those guys, and so they're on alert. They will stay on high alert for up to 2 weeks. Now I'm not gonna poke them too hard here. I just want to show you.
Just poke them a little bit.
Just a little bit. Okay, honestly, we are in the neighborhood here.
We sure are.
I'm also worried about this little thing back here. So I'm just gonna, now this is a non-toxic spray adhesive, and I'm just doing a little bit in to actually knock down the guard bees. We have no idea what's in here, you guys, except we know there's a beehive.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna find out what the extent
Rhode
of it is.
Island. Yeah, I grew up in Rhode Island.
Hey, Rhode Island.
There's killer bees in Rhode Island. They killed a beekeeper in Connecticut.
There was a stinging incident in Manchester, New Hampshire. I didn't do that song. You want to take your glove off quick? Yeah, it's my phone ringing because people are calling about emergency bee removal.
Yeah.
All right.
You got it?
I don't know. Where am I pushing here?
Right there. Decline.
I'm declined. Okay, that's opportune that happened before we opened this up because I was able to take my glove off. Rhode Island, yes, and there was a stinging incident in Manchester, New Hampshire. Thanks for joining us, Rhode Island. Really appreciate it. All right, here we go, guys. Oh, Lord, what's going on here? And, whoa.
Oh, killer bees.
Oh, yeah, killer bees. There we go. Thank you. Good. Look at that circle.
Beautiful.
How they did that. Isn't that beautiful?
Well, oh, these are assholes.
Yeah, these are assholes. Okay. And there's no honey in here, so I'm going to knock.
It's all brood.
And I don't want to get any of the spray adhesive on the lens, but because it's so gnarly to get off the camera lens. But look at, I mean, I want everybody to see how beautiful this.
Yes, they're
they're
very creative.
Look at that. What do they think they're artists? What do they live in Bisbee?
Yeah.
Look at that, how they build in the circles. It makes no sense. This is so gorgeous. This is unbelievable how beautiful.
It's all brood.
Okay, this time of year, this is pretty much expected. Because where they store the honey, see, this is not a hive from last year.
No,
This is like well, it might be from last fall. But
there's old comb in here.
oh, there is old comb.
Yeah, old comb. So this isn't.
You know, and actually,
It's not the first edition.
Right, this isn't their first BDO. She did say that there had been a hive in here before. So
Right.
of course we guarantee it for 2 years and it won't come back. So we have to make sure that is good. So what we're gonna do is look at that black widow nest full of bees.
Yeah, lots of them.
Look at our black widow eggs over here.
Yeah.
There's a shitload of them. You see them?
Yep.
See everybody? Black widows and killer bees and rattlesnakes. Oh my.
Right.
So,
I gotta get a putty knife.
okay, yeah, putty knife. I'm gonna keep knocking a few down.
Okay.
Okay, and
You want to just?
yeah, sure.
sit
Here,
right there?
I can go ahead and grab it.
Okay.
I want to, because that way I can keep the drift out of it. Because, so these bees had, like I was saying, there is no honey, and the reason is where they store the honey is their pantry. It's their, they're the ultimate survivalists. It's like their gun safe, basically. And so they've been eating on it all winter long. Now it's just coming into springtime here in the Rockies. Just getting hot out. The mesquite trees are getting the leaves and flowers on them. And I got to admit, mesquite is one of their favorite flowers to get nectar from. And so what they're doing now when it warms up like this is the queen is laying 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 eggs even per day. And then it takes about 3 weeks for them to start hatching. And so they're kicking out, what that does is it overpopulates the hive. And so then they're kicking out new swarms to go find a new place to live all the time. And so there'll be like, each hive will put out 30 new ones. So this hive right here, at the end of summer, would have kicked out 30 new hives to populate the neighborhood. There's no shortage of these damn things. Absolutely no shortage. And they're deadly. They're absolutely horrible. And so, yeah, they don't be misled. They don't seem that aggressive. These bees are the same ones, the same hive that attacked a landscaper guy like this morning or yesterday afternoon or something.
Yeah, what was he at? Weed whacking? And they
It
got him?
wasn't even weed whacking. It was like spraying for weeds or something. He was spraying. Wasn't even making noise.
Yeah.
And it got stung, and then they located him and ran. So it's an existential threat, and they are meaner than abject hell. But killer bees are not to be toyed with. They're not to be monkeyed with, except by professionals. So if you have, now these water meter boxes, you're going to see a lot of us doing water meter boxes under sheds, soffits, dog houses, even under trampolines. But there is no rhyme, no reason. And now what Coach is going to do, we don't want to get it down in there on the wiring and whatnot. Just
Can I do
around
the
the edge.
perimeter?
Yeah, just around the edge. Yep, yep. So what we're doing now, Coach, is putting it's pruning seal. It's automotive undercoating, actually, because that masks the pheromones the best of where they were. He's also going to coat the living hell out of that lid. But I'm going to tell the folks, I'll call them a little bit later, and tell them to go to Home Depot and get a new lid, because there's no pheromones. Okay, pheromones. You see how that lid has all that stuff on it? It's all beeswax. Let me get over there, guys. Okay. Here we go. So this is
all this scarring.
all that scarring. That's all beeswax, and it's soaked in. You might want to shake it while you're doing that, and that might help it. There you go. I don't know. It's tar in a can. It's hard to get out sometimes. So I've found that those pheromones, honestly enough, they'll last up to 35 years. Yeah, that's how long they'll last. If they soak into wood or concrete or something. But I have found personally, after 35 years of doing this, that after about 6 months to a year, nobody's moving back into where they were. So it really makes me look good. So I have the 2-year guarantee. So we had to make quick work of this. We're in a beautiful neighborhood here. And we're down in Hereford, actually, Hereford, Arizona. Just a really quiet, beautiful little neighborhood. A country. I mean, this is all rural down here. This is literally the Wild West. Literally. Tombstone is 20 miles that way. Sierra Vista's right here. Bisbee's 20 miles that way. Bisbee's about 50 miles that way. This is the Wild West, literally. And so it's so wild that we have killer bees everywhere. So Hosh is putting the kibosh on that, and to make it so that nothing can.
Kibosh.
That's kibosh. Kibosh in a can. Kibosh in a can. And then what we do after we put that back on is we stuff steel wool in the hole where they were coming and going, in all the possibilities, like right here too.
Right.
So we'll stuff steel wool in there so that if the door is closed, nobody can get in, right?
Yep.
So this is going
really
this is really going to plan. This is perfect. And you will notice that as the summer progresses and we get busier and busier, we're going to be getting on and getting off. We're going to be doing bee removal, doing them quick, going to the next one. We have another one to go to right after this. The gal saw, she's got a great big ass tree out in the driveway. She saw bees going out of the middle of it. Now, that is probably an issue. I said, here are 3 things you got to watch for this time of year. I asked her, are the bees all over the tree? Because if the tree's in flower, it's springtime. That's what they're going to do, right? Hold on, you guys. I got to move my hand and get this a little bit different. There we go. So if they're all over the tree and it's full of flowers, well, you know, what are they doing? They're shopping. They want to get the goods and go home. Okay, if it's a ball of bees in the tree, then that's an issue, right? Or if they are coming and going from a knothole in the tree, well, that's a different issue. And then, so I had to, you know, ask her what that was, and she said, you know what? They're not all over the tree, really. It looks like they're going in the middle. Oh, shit. So we're going to drive over there after we get this done, which is really shortly, actually, and go make sure that her family is safe, so when she comes home from work tonight, she doesn't have to worry about it. She doesn't have to get killed going in her door. And yes, these killer bees will kill you for getting out of your car. Look at that host. Look at him go. Look at that guy with the dragon on his ass. Okay, it's on his back, actually. So now I got to explain what's going on, everybody, because we have the killer bees. We are live from the hive. Yes, in case you're just joining us, I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. And now a word from our sponsor. Hi, I'm my own sponsor.
Did I knock these guys down?
Yeah, well, I was going to explain all that to everybody. Go to killerbeeguy.com and get some honey, please. So anyway, these are bees out in the field. Now, oh, this is really cool, guys. I can see some pollen. Well, okay, none of these guys have any pollen. That's because we just kicked them out. During the day with a normal hive, you've got, with a normal big-ass hive, this wasn't that big really, but you'll have 2,000 to 5,000 bees out working in the field. And they come back because they have nowhere else to go, literally. And so they will ball up somewhere, and they will actually even after we leave. We just want to make sure it's safe for these folks and anybody walking by on the street or riding a horse or riding a bicycle or whatever around here. So these remnant bees, we call them remnant bees because they're leftovers of the hive. They're literally leftovers. It's so weird because every beehive is an enemy of every other beehive. And they will, here we go. Oh, she's got the camera. Now we got some perspective. I can talk with both hands now. Beehives. So anyway, every hive is an enemy of every other hive. And the only reason that they visit each other is to steal honey. They're total Vikings. So these bees, the remnant bees, here, I'll take that spray adhesive off your hand there. These remnant bees can't go to a new hive. They're screwed. They're going to die off here. They're already starting to gather up here. So, but they're like an amputated limb, and they're like individual cells of an organism. Our romance with honeybees is just that, romance. And if you guys are interested, we have a premiere going on right now on YouTube. It's called Portal of the Stars, and it was a really entertaining, educational bee removal we did way up in Portal. And right by where there's a bunch of observatories. So really cool stuff, you guys. It's a premiere right now on YouTube. And also, I got to tell everybody on YouTube and TikTok, if you go to YouTube, we're getting our membership shit figured out. Yeah, we become a member of the hive. Like, God, I'm hoping tomorrow or the next day. Well, I hope. We're working on it. There's a lot of miscellaneous shit to do with that. I'm still learning all this crap. It's only been decades. Anyway, I know everything about these guys, though. So, these guys, we have a premiere right now on YouTube. Go ahead and watch that after we get done. Of course, if you're live with us, what more could you want in life?
Being here in a bee suit.
Being here in a bee suit, doesn't it just make you feel like you're in the bee suit?
You're right here with us.
When we get smell-o-vision, you're gonna want to turn off your camera. Anyway, it's not that bad. So anyway, You're live with us right now doing these bees. Now this, like I said,
he's spraying glue. That's what he's spraying.
Yeah, this is a non-toxic spray adhesive. So I've developed these methods over the years to kind of, hopefully keep it non-toxic as much as possible. And I never know, especially since these bees already attacked the landscapers and stung them up. It may not look like much. Those bees could have killed a bunch of people.
Oh yeah.
Literally. So it's kind of an illusion. And also another illusion is when they're coming and going out of this hole here, that's the airport, not the city. That's the loading dock. That's all it is. You cannot look at a map of, you cannot look at a picture of the airport of Tucson and tell anything about the size of Tucson. You just can't do it. Same thing with the beehive. So in there, in a normal hive, is 50,000 at least bees. The one that we did this morning, which you'll see coming up, we're calling it the Funny Farm, because it had, goats and chickens and all that shit that were at threat from these killer bees. There was 100,000 bees in there.
Oh yeah.
It was
Oh, it's a huge hive.
it had the potential
So many
to kill.
bees.
Well,
And that was a swarm factory too. It was nothing but
total
brood.
swarm, total
Nothing
swarm
brood.
factory.
100,000 bees and probably 100,000 eggs.
Hosh lives in a populated area, kind of. I mean, it's still rural, but it's still in town. You know what I mean? What are the size acre lots?
Yeah, acre and a half.
Acre and a half. So these pretty good sized lots. But 2 doors down, a guy has a beehive, and those bees killed all of not Hosh's chickens, but his chickens, or most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you cannot monkey around with these things. So where have we got people from? All over the country?
All over, yeah. All over the world.
Oh, welcome you guys.
Yeah, but they are in Boston. They're in everywhere. They're everywhere. It's just a question of the saturation rates.
They actually killed a beekeeper in Connecticut, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was a stinging incident, in Ohio, and they're causing a lot of trouble with beekeepers all over the country, but most beekeepers, I have to admit, are in serious denial about this shit because they're like, oh, they can't live where it's cold. Watch some of our pinned vids. We have a lot of educational stuff on. They can live where it's cold. They're a better bee. They were made to be better. Made. Whoa, wait a minute. They were made. Yes, they're a Franken bee. They were created. Now, I'm just giving this a few minutes to let some more remnant bees come back so I can knock them down, make it safe for these wonderful folks that live here. So I'm going to explain this. What the hell was I talking about? Better
bee. Made in a lab.
Better bee. Better bee. You better behave yourself. Better bee. Better be on your way is what. So they were created in a lab. One kind of them are like breeding, but from European and African bees to make Africanized bees. And so what they did it because they know that the African bees made up to twice as much honey and were super disease resistant. So they got all that. They got all those traits. Awesome, right? But they also got something thrown in there that we did not expect, and that is aggression. Whoa, we're talking aggression. They've chased that truck for 10 miles. They're evil. And so they escaped, quote unquote. Did they escape or somebody let them out? We don't care. We don't know. It was in the late 1950s. Made it into Arizona in 93. So, and now they're everywhere. They're in, Alberta, Canada. We did a live stream fireside chat last winter and had somebody on from Montana.
Yeah, Billings.
Well, Billings.
Billings.
Yeah, Billings. So here, check this out, guys. This is what I'm talking about. See that little ball on there?
Yeah.
So that's remnant bees coming back from the field. Okay. So I'm going to spray adhesive them. See, this is non-toxic. And if they can't fly, well, then the ants get them. So if they can't fly, they die. Ha, boy, is that a little saying right there, huh?
Very poetic.
Thank you. I've been rehearsing for the last 30 seconds. So we're just making it safe so that whenever these landscapers come back, they can do whatever the hell they're going to do. And if these guys want to come out and hang out in their beautiful yard, I mean, this guy that lives here has been training these mesquite trees to be these beautiful trees, because they'll just turn into a damn bush you can't even walk around. No. And it's really beautiful. Really done a good job. Al, if you're watching, really beautiful stuff. Yep. Really beautiful. So this is awesome, guys. We're about done here. We have another stop to make. God only knows what that phone call was earlier. 'Tis the season.
Tis the season.
'Tis the season. We might be going more today. So we love you guys. Please go to killerbeeguy.com and get some honey. We have to get in the fire truck and go race on to the next one. We might see you in 15 minutes live stream. Okay.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky. Well put. My Hoach is on today. What the fuck? That's really good. Yes, and say congratulations to Hoach. He just had a little baby a week ago. Well, his wife did. And also a shitload of goats all at the same time. So
yeah, goats and babies.
And
kittens all happening at once.
And cheese on Friday. And
yeah.
Anyway.
I'm fertile. We're
Oh,
fertile.
is that what it is?
Fertility.
Manly.
Fertility.
Manly, yeah.
Yes.
You know, I say manly, yes, but
That's
I like
that's
it
the
too.
new. That's my 11 tea blend.
11 tea blend.
Fertility.
Oh, yes, taking that fertility. Wait, that's for your wife. What the hell? All right, guys, we love you. Yeah, we're going to go hop in the truck and rescue someone else. We'll probably see you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Say goodbye, Hosh.
All right. Hey, listen, if you know you got landscapers on your property and the water meter box blows up with a dark cloud of ominous death and it like overtakes them and you know the threat is that they will expire. No joke. Call an exterminator. Killer bees are in all lower 48 states and they're an existential threat to native pollinators, to livestock, and to people. Old people, young people, whatever. You're at risk, so call an exterminator and get rid of them. I don't care what state you're in. They got to go. See ya.